I'm Ryan Sheehan. I'm from Round Hill, Virginia. I graduated undergrad here in accounting in May of 2011, and now I'm getting my master's in tax in the Mendoza College of Business. Being a fifth-year guy, it's really weird to me because it was one thing to be a senior and be one of the older guys on the team, but now I'm like the old guy on the team. And, all these underclassmen are referring to me as Old Man Sheehan, and just being around for so long and seeing players like like Tommy Reese. I remember Tommy Reese came in the spring of, I guess, Coach Kelly's first season, and he's not really much of a physical specimen or anything. He's just kind of a normal guy. And, his locker was with our lockers, so we would just get to know him and talk to him all the time in spring practice. And then the next thing you know, Dane Chris goes down and Tommy Reese is going in the game, and now he's been our starter for a long time since then. So it's just being around for a long time. You really see a lot of younger players develop, and you like to be a part of that and help them learn the scheme or learn a technique or something. And it's going to be definitely weird to leave this place. Favorite place on campus is Notre Dame Stadium. Favorite dining hall food is probably the make-it-yourself waffles. I ran track. I came here, actually was a preferred walk-on for track, so as a junior in high school I kind of sent out my times to some schools and to see what kind of interest I got, and Notre Dame was one of the teams that called, and I visited the school and fell in love with it. And then I came here. I ran my freshman year, got injured my freshman year in the wintertime. I partially tore my Achilles, and so I was out for a little while, and I came back for a sophomore year, and things weren't really going the way that I wanted to. And it was just me and Pat Coughlin would actually sit at track practice and just talk about how awesome it would be if we were playing football instead of running track. So, I decided to give it another semester, and, things still didn't work out. And, me and him just decided that it was time to try something else and walk onto the team. Let's see. Favorite TV show? Probably Family Guy. I really like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I really like The League, too. I guess that's 3 favorites, but I can't really pick one. Favorite movie? Probably Forrest Gump. I think that's one of the best movies of all time. Also, I'm a fan of Rudy, even though I don't think that his story is the same as all walk-ons. I like all kinds of music. My favorite is probably country music. I'm a real big Eric Church fan. Probably my most recent favorite song, though, is Give Me Everything Tonight by Pitbull and Neo. The reason I decided to try out and walk on to the team is I'd always played football in high school and stuff, but I also ran track, and I came here to do track, and just being away from it really made me realize how much I miss football and how much I love being a part of it. And to be at Notre Dame is obviously an awesome opportunity to be a part of the Notre Dame football history and tradition. And our walk-on experience was a little different than it is now under Coach Weiss. We used to have to show up real early in the morning, like before 5 a.m., and we'd have like these 30-minute workouts that were just non-stop push-ups, sit-ups, squat jumps, just anything that would make you exhausted. And it really wasn't to test how good of a shape you were in, more as to test your will and how much you wanted to be on the team. And then, so we did that for from January to late March of my junior year, or the spring of my sophomore year. And then, basically, if you made it through that, then you tried out for spring practice, and if you made it through that, then you were on the team. And, been doing it ever since. The sports team is definitely the Redskins in Washington, D.C. Favorite athlete growing up? Probably Michael Jordan. I know he's not a DC athlete, but everybody wants to be like Mike, and he was just amazing to watch play. Favorite sport other than football to participate in was probably track, but to watch, I would say basketball, college basketball. I would say my favorite thing about playing for Notre Dame is definitely my teammates. I'd say all of my best friends at this school are football players. You know, a lot of them are walk-ons, but I'm become really good friends with a lot of scholarship players too. And just being able to hang out with those guys every day for, you know, the majority of your college career has been one of my favorite things about playing. St. Ed's was a really great experience to have. It was a smaller dorm, so it's more of a close-knit community where you know everybody. And I think our hall staff was definitely the best hall staff. Father Ralph is a really awesome guy, and he's more trying to help you out than trying to get you in trouble, which is always appreciated for a college freshman. When I'm not doing football in school, I enjoy hanging out with my friends and my girlfriend, and I really like to watch sports, and I guess that's pretty much it. So after I graduate this year, I'm going to start working for KPMG in the Federal Tax Division in Washington, D.C. So I'll be trying to get my CPA over the summer and starting to work in public accounting. Favorite class in Notre Dame would be Irish American history, because it was really something that you don't get a chance to learn when you're just going through high school. And, you know, everyone talks about the Revolution and the Civil War and civil rights, but no one ever seems to focus on that niche. And being half Irish, it was really something that I enjoyed learning about. Wapu Nation is it's one of those things that's really become a lot more than I think anybody expected it to. When I first joined the team, I had heard a little bit about, the walk-ons have parties together and stuff like that. But ever since then, it's really become something that everyone really embraces. And it's funny, even a lot of the scholarship guys are trying to get Wapu Nation T-shirts and get invited to some of the parties that they have and stuff. So it's like the Wapu Nation is taking something that at a lot of schools is, people look down on walk-ons and think that they're inferior for some reason. And but here it's because there's so many good guys in the Wapu Nation, and we really have a good time with it, that everybody wants to be a part of it. So it's really become something that's greater than the sum of its parts, I guess. This is Ryan Sheehan for Walk on Wednesday. Go Irish and beat the Demon Deacons.